Hello, hello, hello. Welcome everyone to this final day of the Superbet Chess 2025. We have the Blitz section and we have the players on their chairs. We have Praggnanandhaa taking on Deac Bogdan. We have Arvind Chithambaram taking on David Gavrilescu. It's a very, very important day for the Indian youngsters. Both of them, they have a chance to finish well in this tournament. You can see here we have Fedoseev leading with 19 points, Praggnanandhaa sole second with 15 and a half, Aronian 14 and a half, MVL 14 and a half, Arvind Chithambaram 14 and a half. So in with a chance if Fedoseev falters today, but Fedoseev looks in tremendous form. It's difficult to beat him. Today we are starting 2 hours in advance to the entire day, and we have a handshake and off we go. Pawn to e4 by Arvind, c5, and now knight to f3, pawn to d6, and you can just open Sicilian on the board. Arvind plays it, pawn takes, knight takes d4, knight f6 attacking the pawn, knight comes out to c3, and we have the Najdorf on the board. Today Arvind coming in his hoodie, e5 played, g3, pawn to e5, and very quick moves played here by both the sides. Let's also see what is up with Praggnanandhaa. How is he faring in his battle? Well, Praggnanandhaa playing with the white pieces has gone e3, b3 actually. Wow, b3, bishop b2. He has lost both his game to Deac. He would be looking for a revenge here. And he can take here and double the pawns. That seems like a good idea. Pawn to g6, he takes on c6, pawn takes. And guys in the chat, hope you all are doing well. Let's go. Let's support Prag today and Arvind as well. Prag has good chances today because he's in sole second position. Oh, and now we have bishop coming out on h6. Very interesting move by Deac actually. I think he wants to castle and then plays knight back to d7 when the bishops cannot be traded. Knight c3 by Prag. Maybe not the best move here. There were better moves that could have been played in this position like bishop e2. But after knight c3 now, short castle makes a lot of sense. He plays it. अच्छा, चेंज किया था क्या?
पता नहीं
ओह, इसके लिए प्रॉब्लम हो रहा था. 2-1-1-2
दोनों 1-1 पे है, लेकिन 1 का दोनों का रिजल्ट
अभी चेंज कर दिया.
अभी रीनेम करते हैं.
Now he plays his pawn to d4. Knight a4. Oh my god. Prag can actually pick up the pawn here on c5. But after pawn takes pawn, there is a very strong move here, guys. Black to play. What's the move? Let's see how many of you can find the answer to this one. Guys, actually, the broadcast started 2 hours in advance. So there's no update of it on Chess, so we cannot have the bars. That's the unfortunate part. Yes, football edits. Well done, Soumik Roy. Queen a5, Niharika, Sanin. Queen a5, Anai. Check here and you win the knight. So that's the reason why here you cannot take the pawn. Let's see what Prag has played yet. He hasn't played his move. Wow. And let's see quickly what is up with Arvind Chithambaram there. So Arvind seems to have a very nice grip in the center. If you see, his knight is very nicely placed. He's putting pressure on e7. And knight b6 played here, which is not a good move. Let's see if Arvind takes the advantage of it. The best move here is to take on either e7 or f6. Even taking on b6 is good. White has a very nice position because not only is the d6 pawn weak, but also a6 pawn weak. And then the bishop can come in here, putting pressure. So he takes on e7. Queen takes on e7. And now rook to b4, putting pressure here and here. He comes queen c7. That's a good move there by David. And bishop g5, putting pressure on this knight. Arvind actually putting a lot of pressure. He should go back, knight d7, so that the knight is defended. Yes, happy Akshay Tritiya to everyone. He goes back. That's a good move. So a good position here for Arvind. And very quickly checking what is up with Pragg. Pragg's position again not looking great. I think Deac is Pragg's kryptonite, yeah? Takes. Not at all easy for Pragg to deal with him. CD, I think you can take back the pawn. He takes on e5, which is maybe not the best. Like now, d takes e5. The main problem is d takes e5, queen d4. Attacking a1 and also f4. And after c3, you have queen takes f4. Yes, that's what's happening. That is what is happening, guys. Take queen d4. And now Pragg is thinking he has to go c3. Guys, let's focus on this round, and then in between the break of the rounds, we will talk about other things. c3 played, attacking the queen. Guys, do like the stream. Today is the final day of this tournament, and we will see if Pragg and Arvind can do well. And it's a very good start here for Pragg, who is, he was in trouble, but now he's back. So queen takes f4, bishop takes f4, attacking e5. I think we can push the pawn to d4. He takes the pawn. Pragg takes, bishop takes. And now, do you push the pawn to d4? The only problem here is if you push d4, then take, and rook d8. And that could be a problem because you can't castle. He goes knight b6. Whoa. Oh, is he going to put his knight on c4? Oh, he goes knight c4, but now bishop e6. Attacks the knight and then again the pawn. I wonder what's on Pragg's mind here. Because here Pragg could have also taken on c5. Bishop takes and played d4, which seemed also like a fine position. But he went here and now this is the live board. Guys, very quickly checking up what is up with Arvind. We have to see the momentum, whose way it is flowing. Arvind is doing well. He has a big advantage now. You can see he built up the position. Now b4, knight e6. Later on, you might also see a sacrifice coming on h6. But for now, knight d5 looks like a good idea. Take, pawn takes, and you have a very good control of the position. Arvind, let's go. Go for it. He has 2 minutes. David has 1 minute on the clock. So take, pawn takes, knight goes back to f8. And now rook c6, possible rook g4, bishop h6. And now Arvind has a nice position here. He's thinking what to do. There's this beautiful exchange sacrifice where he can go rook c6, take, and with his two bishops here, he goes bishop b6, which is also a nice move. And quickly checking what is up with Pragg. Well, Pragg's position slightly worse. He's fighting in here. I'm not a big fan of Pragg's position, but he has potential. These pawns are weak. He can attack them. And you can see there Deac taking his time once again, going down really low on time and then finding the best moves is something that he loves to do. He plays his pawn to d3. That's a good move there, because now if pawn takes here, he takes. Oh, he's trying to enter from this side. Interesting. But maybe now rook b1. Just trade it off. And it should be completely fine. I think rook b1 seems like a must move, because otherwise he goes rook b8 and tries to enter here. Or you can go bishop g2. And then when you double here, I can also challenge. That's also possible. Well, a draw would be a good start, I guess, for Pragg. He's taking his time here. He's down to 15, 14, 13, 12. Pragg, don't be so relaxed. Go for it. Bishop g2, rook b8, and now rook b1. Good move. He takes, and this is going to end in a draw, it feels. The question is, should Pragg defend the pawn or just take this? I think defend means take, and then another pawn comes in. Pragg is thinking here. He feels like he might have some chances. The reason is that his king is near. It can come like this. Quickly, Deac tries to bring his own king. Bishop b7, a5. And now, shall we get in the king here? Oh, he goes the other way. Well, what's the point? There's no entry here, right? If you put the pawn, yes. So this is ending in a draw. Let's head over to Arvind's game, because there might be some chances. But David has equalized. Although he has two extra pawns. I mean, here, queen d7. This could be very, very interesting. Queen d3, queen g4. And he pushes the pawn. Is queen h3 a mate? Oh, queen f1 stops it. Not so simple now. And they repeat. He goes queen e1. Oh, it's going to be a draw. No, he wants to win. Bishop a6. Oh my god, look at the bar going up and down. Queen f1 forced. I somehow think he has to go queen king h1 if he wants to win here. But yeah, he calls the arbiter and it's a draw. Well, there was a brief moment where both had chances. Like, he went bishop a6. This was David's way of saying, I want to play for a win. And here, if he would have found queen e4, that would have been something, because it attacks both. And after bishop b7, there was queen h4 and white would have won the game. But he missed it. He played queen e3. And now bishop e2 attacking the rook would have ended the game with queen h3 coming in. So both players missing a chance there. Meanwhile, also the game between Pragg and Deac would be ending in a draw, I believe. Oh my god, what's going on? Oh, Pragg is losing. अरे यार, ये Deac क्या करता है यार? हमेशा Pragg को हरा देता है. Oh my god. I thought it would be a draw, but not to be. Pragg still fighting hard here. Still fighting hard. And now f2 and that's over. Well, he's just hoping against hope something goes his way here. Oh, Pragg. What happened there? He lost on time? Oh, what? What? No way. Did he lose on time? Oh my god. He was about to win, but his pieces fell and he lost on time. Well, Pragg is like, I don't know what to do with at this situation for Pragg, but I mean, it seems like Deac was trying to put back the pieces and it didn't settle in, and he Oof. No, the arbiter is actually trying to check something, or maybe he's just giving Pragg an extra minute. Ah, they restart. So queen, queen. And Pragg wants to fight today. And well, that's the end of it. He lost. He lost there. Wow, what a turnaround to in the end. Well, the thing is, Pragg here actually had a draw. This was, I think, a draw here. I mean, he tried too hard, it seems like, to win. Perhaps Pragg or... And it was still a draw. But at some point, here, this is still a draw. Bishop d5, g3. And now it had become very difficult. He had to take, play this. And this is a beautiful line, by the way. Queen, c7. And this is a draw. Because, yeah, these pawns, adding these pawns does not change the result of the position, which is very interesting. But he blundered, actually. He took here. He played c6. And yeah.
How come Leeches doesn't know the time?
No idea.
Huh?
No idea. So right now, guys, let's have a look at the scorecard. And Amruta joining in. Hello, Amruta.
Hello, everyone. Well, that is, I think, one of the most surprising thing that Deac manages to beat Pragg 3 times.
Wow.
And it is incredible also of Deac. Like, it's never easy to beat Pragg back to back,
I
for that
know,
matter. I
I
don't
know.
even know in recent times anyone doing that.
Right.
So, not sure if this has something to do with sometimes you've played since childhood with someone, and sometimes there is a psychological block. But Pragg, one of the thing I saw in this tournament, Sagar, he keeps trying even if it is equal. And his attitude, I don't think earlier he used to be more objective and okay with draws wherever the position demanded. But now it seems like he's made a special, thing that I want to win. I want to play till. And it also is a nice thing because it sometimes gives you important and critical points.
But it also makes you lose sometimes.
Yes, but that's how it's better, right? Sometimes you're gonna win with the same attitude, and sometimes you're gonna lose.
Yeah, true. But this loss would be very, very brutal because, Fedoseev won.
Yeah.
So that increases his lead to 4.5 points, Amruta. That's a huge thing. I'm going to try and see if I can get the standings on the screen itself, Amruta.
Yes, please do try. And guys, like the stream. जल्दी शुरू हुआ है. So, आराम से like कर लो. But Prague, who was already on runners up position today, he started a day with a loss, and we do hope that he'll be able to keep up his momentum
Amruta,
in the next
we have
8.
the top 3 player standings here, guys, on the screen. So that's nice.
Oh,
Yes.
nice, very cool.
And
In
we can
fact,
also
is
scroll
it a
it down.
screenshot?
Yeah, we can also scroll it down.
Browser based. अरे
So it's number 4 is Arvind.
तो वो तो इधर रखो ना, जब भी बीच में कोई नहीं रहता है तो इट्स बेटर दैट यू हैव अ बिगर वन.
अच्छा, पूरा ही कर दूं यहाँ पे ऐसे.
ऑफ कोर्स, ऑफ
But then when the
कोर्स.
game start,
देन यू डोंट नीड इट.
मतलब
तभी जरूरत नहीं है ना उसका. बाहर स्पेस कहाँ है?
ऐसे बार्स नहीं है ना आज.
1 घंटे के लिए वो तो शॉर्ट हो जाएगा ना. somebody will let leeches know, right?
Yes.
रक्षित भाई किधर है? we need रक्षित भाई to get things going.
No, रक्षित भाई का नहीं है. This is basically.
नहीं, रक्षित can tell them. Maybe you're in touch with anyone in leeches, right? You could also message.
Yeah, I can.
Guys, what's up? Arey, we had to. Either if he comes, Anjani, if he comes over here, he could be able to help you all. But what is? Even if Fedoseev draws all his games, he will still win, says Arav. अच्छा. Because अभी क्या हुआ Fedoseev का? By the way, did he win?
Yeah.
Oh, then it is.
That's what I told you, no, Amruta. He's doing really well.
Oh. अरे श्रुति, थैंक यू. हेयर तो अभी हेयर कट करना ज़रूरी है हम दोनों को. सो I don't think it's practically possible to stop Fedoseev, says Chandra.
Yeah, he's going on a roll, on and on, Amruta. It's amazing the way he's playing.
Yeah. By the way, did you take Chess Ranga today with them?
Oh yes, we can do it now. I have added a few.
Random says how to improve from 1300 to 1500. Right now we will do some positions random, and maybe you can see how you're solving it, and then after that we can again discuss. सागर भाई को हेयर कट से शंतनु.
अरे वो तुमको करना था ना.
क्या? अरे हाँ, वो वाला. अरे हाँ, ऑब्वियसली पहले मेरे को करना पड़ेगा. ट्रू ट्रू. Sagar bhai, tip for a beginner. Sometimes I just miss positions and blunder and then regret, says Mr. Algorithm.
No, don't regret. Blunders are normal in chess. That's the thing which they happen. You have to try and get rid of it. I think blunders are like anger. It just happens. You need a little bit more control on yourself, but to get rid of it requires a mastery of lifetime. Even Magnus Carlsen blunders. So it's very difficult.
हाँ, मतलब पूरा ही you cannot regret. But maybe it's very good awareness that you know you regret. Because only when you know you regret, you have to work on not regretting. पानी भरा है ना? नहीं है इसमें? Result says, can we get Don Shah on stream today? हाँ, if Prague manages to come second or third. Win कैसे? They are saying Fedoseev already. Don Shah का वैल्यू क्या ही करके रखा है पता नहीं इसने. But I'll try to convince him if Prague comes second, guys. Yeah. Or Aravindh also for that matter. It's possible if he wins back to back. Nice take on blunders, Sagar bhai. Shlok says Magnus Carlsen blunders pawns, we blunder queen. हाँ तो शुरुआत तो क्वीन से ही होती है और फिर 1 by 1. Leeches has a glitch. I think Leeches doesn't know today the games have started earlier. We are hoping they will be able to update. I've been stuck at 1400 on Leeches for a few months. Any tips to improve? Yeah, one of the thing I also feel, guys, when you are playing online and if when you're really looking at improving your rating and all that, after every game, do you really take some time to seriously delve into what really happened? And are you able to find patterns in your things? Like in general, you would easily, if you're aware and if you delve into it, you will start finding patterns on your own as well.
Amruta, we can try a few positions on Chessranga. So, guys, this is chessranga.com. You can go and try it. It's our platform to work on chess. And in it, there is Chessranga Tactics. So, you go into event and we have something called as Grand Chess Tour here. And I search. And we have already these many positions from the Grand Chess Tour. There should be some Prag ones also. I think I have to still put Prag games. Majorly Aravindh's one I've put. Black to play, guys. What do you do?
Shlok says, have you read the book Grandmaster's Secrets? I read that in 7th grade. My coach had suggested. Is it the one with green cover? Thoda green border is a. But I think I have heard the book. Who's the author? Is it Kotov?
John Nunn, I think, no? Secrets of Grandmaster Chess.
All these books. Lavanya says, against higher rated opponents, I review. What? I review, but I can't find best moves when needed. 1 minute now.
Yes, guys, rook takes c3. But did you spot this bishop at 7 where you lose material? Or do you? Guys, what's the best move here for black?
कल जिसको जो भी थे जिसको भी याद है इस ब्लंडर बिकॉज ऑफ बिशप एच7 से सौमिक fell in the trap पे trap like people try to do April Fool and actually other people show that अरे मैं तो फूल बन गया बट वो लोग फूल बने ही नहीं है इसने भले कितने ही फूल पहने रहेंगे अभी बट ये एक फूल तो है ही है
Guys, it's a tough tactic now. अमृता
करेंगे लोग सॉल्व सागर मैं बैठी हूँ इधर एंजॉय कर रही हूँ टॉकिंग टू द यस जॉन नन इज द मैथमेटिशियन नील एब्सोल्युटली करेक्ट बाय द एल्गोरिथम सेज ही रियली लव्स चेस रंगा वेरी हेल्पफुल बोला
अरे वाह
थैंक यू एल्गोरिथम होपफुली बिकॉज ऑफ यू द एल्गोरिथम ऑफ चेस रंगा विल इम्प्रूव
Neil Modi says queen b3. That's interesting move actually, Neil. But I just take, and it's maybe slightly better for black. But there's something stronger here. Yes, Akanksha Pandey, Swapnodeep Chess, very good. And guys, the players are now arriving, so we will go back to this position in a bit. Let's go to the next round. We have board 1 and 3. Levon Aronian versus we have Levon Aronian taking on Pragg.
बोर्ड क्या 1 and 3 1 तो नहीं है
1 नहीं मतलब
अलीरेजा और टोपालोव
अच्छा नहीं वो 2 है Guys, we have Levon Aronian coming on, and he takes on Praggnanandhaa. And we also have Fedoseev versus Aravindh. 4-3.
वो हो गया दूसरा क्या बोले 1
1.
हाँ ये नाम ही कुछ
And the opening move made by the guest of honor. And there we see. Guys, this is the game I'm going to follow really with a lot of interest. Amruta, Arvind versus Fedoseev. Jaldi aa jao. Handshake. D4. Knight F6. Bishop G5 played. क्या हो रहा है?
नहीं don't worry.
Try to flip the board. Knight F6, Bishop G5, E3 played here. अरे चला गया यहाँ.
क्या मेरा कैसे इधर तो चलना ही चाहिए ना तुम्हारा भी चलना आ गया देख
And now Knight to D2. Plays his pawn to B6. एक काम कर तू कमेंट्री कर मैं ये सॉल्व कर देता हूँ. हाँ
नहीं ये हो गया अरविंद का स्टार्ट हुआ है ये हो गया
So check. Pawn comes up to C6. Bishop goes back to D3. And Arvind, I think already Fedoseev has a great position out of the opening, because you can see all his pieces are so well positioned. If Arvind now develops his knight, then castles, maybe gets C5, he would have some chances. But let's see how this game develops. C4 played, and the engine is not a big fan of that move. Knight D7. And now white castles. Arvind breaks in with the move C5.
चलो चलो चलो
Pawn takes pawn. And Arvind now thinking here whether to take back with the bishop, with the pawn, with the knight. All possible. He takes back with the pawn.
oh he's ready for the hanging pawns
Yeah, he's ready for the hanging pawns.
Oh. You know what we should do? We should go to the hanging gardens and over there we should take a chessboard and over there you should show hanging pawn के related games.
Nice.
क्या लगता है बोलो?
Nice, Amruta.
How does the date at hanging garden sound, Sagar?
Oh, very good. Should we go?
Yes. Done है.
Chalo.
अभी commentary कर.
Oh, he takes again on C5, Amruta. These two pawns do look a little bit
Hanging.
threatening, but also could become weak.
These pawns are like, have to take a lot of decisions in life. Whether I should go d4, whether I should go c4, whether I should, wait and see how is my passion treating me, kind of. So, guys, these are the
How about I
12th
take-
standard wale board exam wale pawns.
Played queen c2, attacking here, and very quickly Arvind has castled. We have rook a to d1.
Yep, putting pressure on d file. How is Pragg doing, Sagar?
Pragg, let's have a look at Pragg's game. Whoa. There we see Levon Aronian versus Praggnanandhaa. And here, Amruta, I think that it's very, very even. Or maybe very slightly better for Aronian.
Yeah, very slight, but looks comfortable. I like the bishop on a3 covering the c file. Looks pretty
And also the
decent.
threat is to take.
Yeah, and now he's gonna go for d5 ideas.
Yeah, looks
Sounds
good.
good. But this is going more towards equality as of now.
Yes.
Let's see in Blitz what happens later. Maybe Arvind's game we can shift. Flip कर सकता है क्या? Yeah, bishop b5. So what he's threatening is after g6 he went bishop b5. Does he want to exchange the bishop knight? Oh yeah, maybe he wants to weaken the d5 point, Sagar. Anything with bishop d7 or knight c4 ideas are in. Knight c4 को क्या करोगे?
Abhi? Oh, nice move. Amruta with really sharp eyes, because
Bishop f6.
take here, and then this is hanging. Wow. But Amruta, let's see what he plays.
Guys, bar नहीं हो पा रहा है because leeches is not yet started working.
Yeah, the
They
bars are
think the round-
connected to leeches actually.
Correct. So manage कर लो.
Oh, queen a4 and now knight b6. तो अब ये मर रहा है.
Oh, what if queen a7? There is no rook a8 because queen b7 and b7 is rook c7. He wants to go rook c7 but queen b6 is a problem. अरे बाप रे.
Maybe bishop c6, Amruta, trading, and
But then you are simply a pawn down.
or bishop a8.
Same thing, you are simply but bishop a8 will have some ideas with d4 in the future. But at the end of it, you don't have rook a8 ideas. You don't feel very comfortable about it.
The main thing here to note is how black can utilize these two pawns to create some play towards the white king. If that does not happen, then white has successfully snatched a pawn and is giving no counterplay or compensation to Arvind. So for Arvind, here with 2 minutes 20 seconds, it's all about figuring out what is the way in which he can create some counterplay for the missing pawn. It's not simple. Maybe putting the queen here would defend the bishop and then starting with trapping the queen. That could be an idea. But once
like
you
queen
drop
c7.
here... Oh, what?
But what is queen takes b7?
What? Oh, it's a draw or what?
Are you serious? No, but
He's calculated it, Amruta. Here, now the queen has no way to escape.
No, but
If
maybe
you go
white-
here, I'll attack it again.
अरे नहीं, white is
queen-
better. Queen has to sacrifice.
Yes,
Rook.
queen might have to sacrifice, but maybe it's just a draw.
But maybe Fedoseev is happy because he's leading. So he doesn't mind a draw.
Yes, he might be okay with the draw, but look at him, how he's now just completely focused and thinking. He's like, I need to find a...
Oh, he finds the best move. Exactly. I think for Arvind to get into a draw was maybe not the best idea.
Wow. He sacked this
Ooh.
queen, Amruta. This is
No,
insane.
this is absolutely insane. Matlab,
So guys, what he did was he brought his knight here with a double exclamation move and then takes. And this is the confidence with which Fedoseev is playing. He's just not giving an inch to his opponent. You can look at Arvind. He has very less expressions on his face. But Amruta, now the move that is on his mind is e4. What a move, by the way. e4. Crazy move.
man, he calculated this queen sack. He assisted. He's having decent enough time. This is the form.
Yeah.
Like in this best form, maybe right now if he plays, would have been playing in Paris. I think it would have been much different for him. But yeah, guys,
Absolutely.
the confidence you get does help you to take better decisions in life. That's why it's always important to not have a lot of fear inside you.
And after e4, he's thinking here, Amruta, very quickly checking what Praggnanandhaa is up to.
Yep, let's go.
Prag here is around even with black, which is good
Or
news.
maybe some initiative
Amruta, the
for plug.
thing is that Prag needs
Did
to...
I say plug?
Yeah, Prag needs to do well here in this game because Aronian is half a point ahead of him right now. You know, they both have, I think, similar scores.
But Prag is plugged in, Sagar.
Yeah, or maybe they have the same score, Amruta, not half a point. They have the same score.
Ooh. Neil says this seems like Magnus from Fedoseev. Absolutely.
Who knows? Maybe Fedoseev is the next sort of big player in the world of chess. And he told me, Amruta, in my interview with Fedoseev from Weisenhaus is a very, very good one because In that, he speaks about what is going right for him.
And what is going right for him?
Oh,
Oh, queen. Wait a
what
second.
the hell happened there? Look at that, Amruta. What happened? Because Arvind went king g7, he went rook e1, and now this threatening a mate, threatening a check, and the bishop is hanging. But Fedoseev is like, a check is not a
Oh,
mate.
he's not scared of ghosts at all.
No, not at all. And
Wow.
now this is the live board position, and he's
Oh.
clearly winning here.
No, this is epic because very quickly spotted that queen h2 does nothing. It's a complete bluff. Yeah, that was a jump scare. Instead of knight e5, could he have gone bishop f6, rook c6, and bishop e7? Okay, we will check that
Amruta,
after the
but
game.
this game still has some juice left, I feel, because the king is a little bit weak, and in blitz, when your opponent has 1 minute on the clock, anything can go wrong.
That is true, but Arvind is down to 20 seconds, and his queen and knight are together around the king, which is like the most highest pressurizing thing against the king.
Yeah.
But if the d pawn,
Ooh, he gives a check.
yeah, if there is a mate or something for the black king, तो कुछ नहीं कर सकते. King h6.
Or f6. I don't know what he'll play.
You know, it's difficult to assess this as so much better, but what computer is looking at is a long-term advantage as well.
Also, materially, if you see, Amruta, you have 4 pieces versus 2. So you have rook and 2 pieces for a queen. So you're materially better.
Materially already a pawn up, but according to the engines, materially it must be like as good as a rook up for white.
He plays pawn to f3, attacking here, and if a check, then I can also drop back my bishop.
The king is very well protected, and knight on h6 को देखो. No, this is the perfect game to show the useless queen. How a queen can be useless. मतलब how you, if you waste your potential, you can be useless.
Oh, Arvind was almost going to lose on time. This is over, guys. There's nothing much to play for here. He's getting mated. Because I think just g4, Amruta. should
I
do
was
the-
talking about such an important point about
Yeah.
potential.
e2.
सागर इज लाइक मेरे को मत बताओ, मैं तो मेरा मैक्सिमाइज्ड क्या मैक्सिमाइज्ड पोटेंशियल यूज
Checkmate.
कर रहा हूँ.
Almost checkmate, Amruta. Now check, knight f5. Yeah, he resigns. He resigns the game. Fedoseev wins on time, but also on the position. He's completely winning, and Levon Aronian also winning. It feels to me that Indian players need some time to get warmed up, yeah, in Blitz. Even
Yesterday they started first 2 rounds
Yeah.
a little difficult, and then they
or maybe they are just facing the best players, but okay.
No, not really. I am definitely sure. Come on, Prague and Arvind both have the potential to beat. It's kind of an equal fight over there.
I agree, but
Yeah, but I think Arvind's decision of draw was a very wrong one. And once again, over there, he missed this queen sacrifice, by the way.
resigns. Pragg is so unhappy there. Levon Aronian wins. And he
Oh.
moves ahead of Praggnanandhaa, guys.
Yeah, come on, Prague, you can do it.
What?
Back to back, 7 out of 7 now.
No, but right now he's in big trouble.
He is, but after this game I'm talking about. This is over.
Now,
fine.
Pragg is not even in top 3, guys. Here you can see these are the standings. Top 3 places.
Oh, it is Fedoseev, Levon, and Alireza.
Yeah.
And then, maybe if you want to
Not
take a
even
break.
top 4. Yeah, you can show
And
it.
then you have MVL, who is on 15 and a half. वो stop करता हूँ.
वो हो गया क्या fix पर?
हाँ.
अभी नहीं होगा ना कभी.
नहीं. Praggnanandhaa on 15 and a half. So it's okay. He's on 5th place, but MVL and Prague on the same points. Firouzja is on 16. By the way, Firouzja, slow and steady. You remember how bad his first day was, but he's coming back. Slow and steady. Arvind on 15, Deac on 14 and a half, Duda on
Sorry,
13.
बंद कर दिया भाई।
हाँ
एक OBS बंद हो गया by mistake।
हाँ ठीक है ना. I'll start a little earlier. Gavrilescu is on 10. Topalov on 8. Oh, Topalov lost kya abhi bhi? A little bit of a tough tournament obviously going on for him, but he has played some amazing games. Ooh. What a game by Fedoseev. No, Fedoseev was so much alert and also he could have repeated, right? He's almost clearly moving towards becoming a champion. So this would have been fine. But you see, there is no fear. There is nothing in mind that, okay, like draw is okay kind of a thing, because you're not thinking of becoming a champion. You are thinking of this game, I want to play my best and I want to beat my opponent. Yeah, no, this is not about luck at all. This was a complete alertness. It was a important decision he had to make. Roshan Kumar says, guys, like the stream. Like karo, guys, like karo. As a 1400, is it good to play FIDE tournaments? Ask Lavan. Absolutely. Even if you're underrated, you can play a rating tournament. You can get the experience. You can try to see how you feel when you play a tournament. Some people, do not enjoy playing tournaments. It's a lot of pressure, a lot of tension they feel. Some players absolutely love that experience. You also make new friends, so many new opponents from different cities. मजेदार है guys. मतलब it's an experience to have. You should not even think twice if you are like, if there is any confusion to play a tournament. If you can manage, if you can get a holiday, if you can manage the time, बिंदास्त खेलो. What things we care about after playing, or what things should we care about after playing? I think important is, when earlier all the earlier generation would guide, and of course I believe, I don't know the lot of new generation what they do, but in general, to whenever we would write a game, after the score sheet, you go back, you enter your game in ChessBase. Basically, you would enter your game. You would write some annotations over there, that why did you make each move. Basically, you are trying to break down your decision making process, and through that you start understanding your certain decisions. And then when you're playing a lot of tournaments, a lot of games, you start finding patterns in that, certain patterns, which is highly possible. So if let's say you are going to play right now, every day you're playing maybe 5 games, suppose, then better to play 2 games, but then go very deep in that to understand your decision making. And once you start doing this, you kind of learn so much more about it, and then you are able to improve your weaknesses faster. You are able to, it might take some time to observe a pattern, to find a pattern, but once you do that, then you know what exactly you have to work on. That is very useful. Nidhi, we have a video on our channel where you will find everything about how to get a rating. So check that out. You need to play certain opponent. It has some calculations and stuff like that, but you need to play a rating tournament. Then you need to play some rated opponents. Then you need to score something against them. So yeah, you'll find more details over there. Yes, Santosh, Prague winning chances I would not completely discard. Obviously, there are chances, but if Fedoseev is playing the way he is doing, it's very difficult. But absolute chances for, coming in top 3. फैबियन सेज भैया गेम के टाइम आइडियाज और प्लान नहीं आता दिमाग में, उसके लिए प्रैक्टिस करूँ और कैसे? You need to see for this games. You need to see the games, a lot of games where you try to understand about how the maneuvering is happening, how the plans are. Let's say opening phase is over, then you can ask yourself where do you want your pieces to be, where which breaks would you like to think about, and maybe reassess your chess is a very good book. Silman's Reassess Your Chess. There you will find a lot of such questions, how to plan, and you will improve that. Also, of course, if you want a free material, then on YouTube you will find on ChessBase India Sagar's series of slow and steady, learn from classics, and those ones will also help you for planning. Is it worth going through in depth for Blitz and Bullet, or only Rapid and Classical? Bullet, definitely not. I mean, if you want to improve, then not through Bullet. Yes, Blitz is possible, but minimum 5. I think I think 10 minutes would be a good time. Definitely. If you are not finding opponents or something like that, then maybe 5 plus 2 may you can try to analyze. 10 should be good. 10 should be better. 10 plus 2, 10 plus 5. Thank you, Aditi. Thank you. Arey, hi, Ameya. If you want to improve a calculation, actually, there are a lot of books. In fact, there is one book a little bit on an advanced level, though. I would say advanced intermediate level, I would say. And that I would say, hello, welcome.
Yeah. Amruta, do you want to do some chess ranga? Or you are talking?
I'll set up.
We'll set up. But you were saying something intermediate level.
Thinking Inside the Box. That is a very good book. That is a little bit of advanced intermediate level, I would say. Very nice book to help you to improve your calculation, and also other calculation book which we'll talk about later.
Oh yes, Harshit is playing. Wow. By the way, Harshit Bhai is winning.
Oh wow! What
Yeah.
news!
We can see here Harshit has a completely winning position. In fact, the game was very interesting at this point, where it could have swung in any direction. It was equal, but then this move came as a mistake. He wanted to attack the knight here, but turns out that he forgot e5. And now somehow Harshit's position is so good. Yeah, yesterday Harshit lost against Christopher Yu, but he's back. So he will be now 4 out of 5. And he's attacking this pawn. It looks great. Yeah, Harshit was, I think, maybe worse in the opening. Yeah, he got into trouble. I didn't see it from the opening, but it felt like he sacked an exchange and he just was playing this endgame, which was maybe not the best idea. Yeah, he was in big trouble, but the opponent, I think, missed his chance. Yeah, very interesting game actually, because he was exchange down. He sacked an exchange here in his typical carefree style. He was like, Lelo, boom. And maybe the sacrifice wasn't bad at all, but the way he played it was perhaps not good. In fact, even the queen trade wasn't bad. But this knight c6, maybe instead of that, if he would have played bishop f4 was better. But he must have missed this move, knight d5. Otherwise, bishop f4, and I think he has a very good compensation in general. Or maybe he was afraid that bishop f4, there is knight d5, and then he must take, and then it हो रहा है ना अमृता?
हाँ, टेबल नंबर आया है क्या?
हाँ, आ जाता है.
क्या है? तुम्हारा होने के बाद बता दो.
No, Harshit is winning. 3-5. Pragg is now taking on Alireza Firouzja, guys, in this next round. And by the way, these are the standings of the tournament which we have on our screen. Sagar sir, why don't you play on such tournaments? Arey bhai, I can't play anymore. I will play someday soon. Logitechie says I prayed for Praggnanandhaa to finish first or second place. For now, it looks not so trivial because you can see we have top 3 places. Firouzja is also rising. Then MVL and Pragg. So Pragg is right now just 1 point away from second place, but he needs to start winning. And guys, we wanted to solve a bit of chess ranga. Basically, we can solve one position before heading in to the... So here, this was the one that we were solving. It's black to play. What do you do? What is a good move for black? Yes, Neil Modi, Soumik Roy, Shantanu Thatte. The very good move here is bishop e4, pawn takes, knight takes, attacking the rook and the queen. And then when the queen moves, I take the rook, queen takes, and then I take on b2, knight b2, queen b2, and I'm just winning. So bishop e4 is the perfect answer here. Knight takes. But did you spot this move? Bishop g2. This is the defense. So if you take here, I take here. Now, black to play. You see, that's why it has 4 stars. It's not 4 stars for no reason. Nandish says, Sagar, can Pragg become the next world champion? For sure, why not? I think Pragg has all the elements to become a world champion, but of course he needs to make sure that he plays well in the first, qualifies to the candidates, then plays well there. No, but if you take knight c3, bishop b7, it's not winning. And if you take rook b7, I play bishop c3. In fact, white wins there. The move here is the very, very difficult one. By the way, those who are saying queen b2, there's just rook b2. Rook b2, rook b2. If knight c3, I have rook b7. Well, the right answer is d5, guys. And now, because to d5, now I'm threatening to take here. So bishop takes. And now pawn takes, and I attack the knight, and I'm winning the bishop here. And you can see now there is a checkmate threatened. Alireza has come. Alireza Allah. Ali Allah. Yes, that was hard. Knight f6 is a good move. Rook c2 and ed3, and black is slightly better. That's why this was a very tough one, and we have three more left to do. But for now, let's head over back here where we are following this amazing tournament. Praggnanandhaa takes on Alireza Firouzja, and welcome back, Amruta.
Oh, thank you, thank you. Let's go. Prag versus Firouzja. अरे मजा आने वाला है.
Prag versus Firouzja, and there is another game that is happening right now, which is Aravindh versus Deac.
Ouch.
Sorry.
We will talk about it in the break, guys. Chess
Amruta,
improvement. For now.
again b3, bishop b2.
Oh, that's like a reverse Nimzo feeling only. Little bit. Or reverse Queen's Indian, Bogo Indian setups.
Yesterday, Prag played a brilliant game to beat Firouzja in Blitz from the black side of the Nimzo, and he managed to, Amruta, score a very key win, and then he managed to come back. But what? This is a free pawn, no? Isn't this a free pawn? Or he takes it? Wow, this is
preparation.
is
Ali's
prep.
prep.
both are prepared.
Oh, Queen f6 now. No, h5,
H5,
h4. And both are prepared. You're right.
Wow.
But who will out-prepare?
I was thinking if bishop b2, what is the problem?
Queen
But
g5.
turns out that oh yes, queen g5 is,
LPDO. Queen f3. Queen f3 ko bishop g4.
yes,
All
this
that,
is
all
prep.
that.
Oh my god, this is insane level of prep.
And now what if Queen f6, attack the a1 rook, knight c3, d4.
But I can
Or even
push
bishop b4.
d4.
But I'm happy.
Queen f6, d4.
Oh, directly d4. Great. He stops d4, gaining space in the center. Now Prag, is he prepared? He has 5 minutes actually, and Alireza are down to 4 minutes 10 seconds. So maybe this is not the best move. That's why Prag is thinking.
Yeah, but it's a great move, Amruta. The thing is, according to the engines, it's great. Knight e2 is the best response here by
What
Praggnanandhaa.
about d3?
He
And knight
finds it.
b4. d3 takes, queen takes, knight f4. Okay.
d3 takes, knight b4. That's very well spotted by you. Even d4 is possible. So here,
Bishop c5 maybe he goes. Bishop e7. Okay, he stopped short castle for white because h4 is weak. And Prag will go knight f4 now. He will also attack the h5 pawn. Saying, मैं नहीं तो तू भी नहीं करेगा castle. आमने सामने करेंगे टक्कर.
yeah, that's not a bad idea actually. But just after d3, you have to decide where to take back with.
But endgame, queen endgame should be okay. I am a pawn up.
Yeah.
Maybe no, you have compensation. Bishop f6, c3 खेलना पड़ेगा. Development. थोड़ा सा. Yes, Vishruti says, didn't know the rounds will start earlier. It has started earlier. Neil says, I wonder if there would be bishop g4 at some point.
Oh, yes.
Oh, that's a good one,
That's
actually.
very
We
much
completely
possible.
forgot about that bishop.
Oh,
E takes d4.
Takes with the pawn. Knight takes now, Amruta.
Mm-hmm.
Here. And this.
And knight c3. I don't care.
Yeah, knight takes d4.
Knight b c3. No, b. Why is he thinking Alireza? Because 94 is the most natural move, right?
Yeah, he took.
But he took a lot of time.
No. He took immediately. I made a move later.
Achha.
And Amruta, now a very strong move is knight f5, moving backwards. It's a little tough, little tricky, but I believe he can find it.
Oh, he finds it. And there is serious pressure on h4.
Yeah, that's a great move.
Actually, what do you do? Because if you move your bishop, then you are saying ki take the pawn back.
Yeah, then this is hanging. Otherwise,
Queen
I
c1,
might
knight
even
g3.
take here, and then take this. So there are a lot of great.
Not easy, actually.
Oh, by the way, big blunder by Levon Aronian in the game with David Gavrilescu. He played his queen to b6, Amruta. It was equal position. Look at this. Queen b6, which is massive blunder, and knight d5 found by David. If you take, he will maybe take here or
Ease.
push e6, opening up
Beautiful,
this.
beautiful.
Wow.
Beautiful tactic by David. Okay, Alireza has played. So let's go back to Prag's game.
Yeah. So Pragg actually went d4, knight h4, bishop h4, bishop h4, queen d3.
He's maybe preparing for long castle and he says, okay, I've given you the pawn back, but now I have development. He's in fact playing against the double bishop, which means that Alireza is having initiative. The position looks open.
And also the pawns are equal.
Pawns are equal, double bishop for Alireza, but h5 is weak. A question to black is, where is he going to keep his king?
For now, he's just strengthened this structure.
Long castle karo.
Baby bishop e6, queen d7, long castle is on
d5,
his mind.
d5 is something you cannot miss, but then bishop f5. Are you provoking d5?
I don't know, bishop e6, d5, bishop f5, or directly just put the bishop here, attacking the queen. There could be many options here.
Okay, it's a
He
not
gives
an
a
easy
check.
position.
Bishop goes back, and look at how Praggnanandhaa is making use of dynamic elements in the position rather than playing it slow.
95 looks very powerful for sure.
The
Knight
knight
f6
in the
threat.
center is a big monster. It's attacking all these squares, and now you can see Alireza has his head in his hands.
Ooh, and maybe you cannot castle because black, many times when you stop the opponent's plan, that is a part of, half the moves you will find such in the top player games. Improving your own piece position and also stopping opponent's ideas. Queen d6 played. Okay, he still can't castle, but he stopped knight f6 check.
Mhm.
And now do you want to bring another knight? Or do
maybe
you want to
now
long
just-
castle?
Just trade everything.
इतना जल्दी क्यों? Bishop f5 is the threat, क्या?
Bishop e6 maybe.
Hey, what about bishop f5, queen e7 मारोगे?
Yeah.
I would say long castle.
So long castle also looks like a good move.
And what if knight e2 वाला निकल रहा है? Knight e2 वाला.
Yeah, you can also bring your other knight here. You can also bring your king to safety. You can also take here. So these are a few options which Praggnanandhaa is assessing. He has 2 minutes 15 seconds. Firouzja has 1 minute 59 seconds.
Ooh, hey, what about Aravindh? What's going on in his game? Yeah.
Oh my god. Arvind, yeah? Arvind equal, Amruta. Very equal.
No, slightly weak. But okay, this seems like he'll get out of
He's
it.
getting slightly better here. Actually, Arvind has managed to beat Deac every time, no?
Yeah.
So it's been always the
Yeah, as soon as Pragg loses, then next game Arvind generally beats Deac. It looks like a very much Sicilian reverse.
yeah. I think also he
structure.
played b3. It feels like both him and Pragg have come with b3s. Should we go back to Pragg?
Yeah, let's go. Bishop. Oh, c4 he went.
c4
And bishop f5.
Now I think he'll take. Or does he want to keep the tension with queen e3? Oh, he plays queen ahead. He's looking at the rook here. But I won't be surprised if he just takes the queen here, Alireza.
Maybe forced, no?
You can
What
see
else can you
Alireza's
do?
face, Amruta. He's a bit surprised with this move by Praggnanandhaa. Like, what the hell is Pragg doing here?
So he
by-
finds a good move, I think, Pragg. Because
he takes
taking
the
is
queen.
forced and he gets the d4 square for his knight as well.
So take. Okay, bishop goes back and he keeps the
Passive.
two bishops. It's passive, but Amruta, long term you have the two bishops. Your idea is to kick the knight away, activate the bishop, and long castle.
But short, I think white will go for short. Oh, long castle. That king looks a little weak.
And I can go now. Can I push the pawn?
Knight f6 check, Sagar.
check. This works, Amruta. This is
I am happy with the f6 guy.
because you can't castle long, now it will go short. Okay, anyway.
What did he play?
He plays king to f8. He
Can't
moves.
be good. No, slow hai na? But it is
He
good.
just wants to put his king here. Great play by
I would
Alireza.
love f3 g4 ideas, but यार time ही नहीं मिल रहा है.
Knight comes to the forefront, and Amruta, now you could even put your bishop all the way back when all of black's pieces are on the last rank. But okay, he puts his bishop here. Pawn push takes.
Oh, love the center for Prague. Amazing.
Check.
King b2. Also, double bishop advantage is gone. So we are a knight versus bishop. Now you call it an equal battle.
Yeah, now
Let's
it's
go.
bishop comes here, attacks the pawn. Now
Rook
you
e1
bring your
या
rook.
e6.
Yeah,
e6 थोड़ा committal है.
you can bring your rook, I think. Just get it into the center of the board.
रुक तू काय को रुका है चल जल्दी. Let's go जल्दी जल्दी.
Yeah, takes rook e4. And now this is a brilliant move by Pragg, because if you take here, then rook here, and there is trouble. So that's the reason why he plays. He hasn't played yet. What a move by Praggnanandhaa. He has 44 seconds. Alireza has 33 seconds. The game is getting super complex, guys. Look at them. He pushes his pawn forward to g5, and now pawn push forward to e6. I think that's what he can do. He pushes e6 forward. That's a good move.
Practically, though, it looks like white will have better chances, Sagar.
Yeah, it does look, but the position,
But,
the engine
it's
says
very
it's around
complex.
equal. King
Yeah,
g7,
yeah.
good move by Alireza.
Can you play knight f5 check? King g6 doesn't help.
He just
at all.
doubles. He just doubles here.
And I think g4 is tempting to put the knight on f5, but rook h2
But
ideas
Amruta,
would be
now,
scary.
now an error. Now an error. You can actually sack your rook for the bishop. Maybe then
Tough,
bring the king in.
Tough.
It's just complete control.
Thoda tough hai.
Of course, it's tough, but
In anything else?
can
Apart
Pragg
from
find it?
No, I don't
Pragg
think.
has very little time.
Let's
He
go.
goes g3.
Yeah, looks.
And then bishop goes back to e5. He pushes f4.
Oh, why he didn't take?
He takes the knight. Rook takes. Amruta, still the position is better for Praggnanandhaa. Brings his king up.
Oh, now king e4 and f5 check. Looks so deadly, and the rook doubles over here.
h4. He tries to create a passer. Pawn takes pawn. Pawn takes pawn. Pawn takes pawn.
Blunder by Ali.
Rook takes rook. Pawn takes.
Oh, winning rook endgame.
King e4. Oh, he's just bringing his king in. Rook goes back
King
behind the
e5.
pawn.
h3 rook h1.
Praggnanandhaa may beat Alireza
See.
for the third time. Amruta.
King e5.
No. He lost to him in the
What?
rapid. Takes.
d6?
King d5.
अरे क्या ही ढूंढा यार प्रग में.
Wow, what an end game.
Too
King
good.
d6.
Too good, man.
Unbelievable play. And Alireza pushes the
Rook
pawn.
h1.
No, e7. E7. If you make a queen, I just take it and make my own queen.
अच्छा.
So he plays king f7,
King d7.
and king d7 wins.
क्या ही हराया. प्रग ओपी हो जाए, guys. Too good.
Praggnanandhaa beats Alireza again.
d6 was a great move, yaar. Okay, we'll come back to that game later. We'll see Arvind, what is he doing. But we
Arvind
have
better.
to go back after this game.
Yes,
Okay?
Arvind better.
Arvind also better.
Better.
Chalo. You were right. They
Check-
need
check and win.
batteries to charge up Saga.
He wanted to go back queen g7. So he goes here. Queen b4, knight a6, queen b7. No, don't go queen b7. You'll just take it and then block. Yeah, queen a5. Take here. Yes.
Guys, no bar because leeches पे अभी तक शुरू नहीं हुआ है. As soon as it starts, we'll have it. तब तक. Anyway, let's focus over here. Queen and bishop versus queen and knight. Normally it is said queen and knight is a better combination, but because of the c6 pawn, which is a passer.
This should be winning for white, but very difficult to break through because this knight is so solidly placed and the bishop is a light squared bishop.
Yeah, you cannot kick away that knight. So h5.
Oh, wow.
Breaking open.
Oh, wow.
But queen
He
f5.
can now
oh,
take this pawn.
Wow.
Wow.
क्या ही ब्रेक लिया,
Amazing play, bhai. Kya hi play.
ब्रेक लिया.
Too good. Just killing the king. Now take this pawn also. Too good.
एक बार अरविंद की मम्मी उस पे बहुत गुस्सा हो गई, पूछो क्यों?
क्यों?
क्योंकि वो बार बार ब्रेक ले रहा था, पर मम्मी को समझा नहीं कि वो पॉन ब्रेक बढ़िया सा ले रहा था, उसको लग रहा था वो बार बार ब्रेक ले रहा था.
Oh my god.
And he's winning. Queen b4 check. The king is in trouble now. Queen b, no, queen नहीं, क्या करोगे? Queen b7 तो
Yeah,
नहीं हो रहा है.
check.
आह,
King f5.
king
Bishop
g5
f4.
f4 खत्म.
Oh, he loses the queen. Arvind OP,
Too good, too good,
guys.
too good.
Look at Arvind there. He's like, whoa, that was tough. That was tough.
Crazy, crazy, guys. Very, very sorry for that horrible joke.
Wow. Guys, Prag wins, Arvind wins. And for Arvind, let's have Arvind OP in the chat, guys. And also all the S8 UL supporters of Arvind, the Rockets in the chat. He's managed to win. The standings do get updated because of this. Seems like Vladimir Fedoseev lost his game. Maybe, yeah. Vladimir Fedoseev lost to Duda, his first loss of the event. So that's why his score is still 21. And here we have the standings. Fedoseev on 21. Levon on fire. 17 and half. Praggnanandhaa in third position with 16 and half. And we have MVL on 16 and half. And then Arvind on 16. It's going to be a big fight for the second place here. It's going to be. People in the chat are saying, thank God I missed the joke. Let's see, guys, if Arvind and Prag can reach first and second place.
तुम्हारे इधर सेकंड कुछ चल रहा है क्या?
मेरे उधर? अच्छा. ओह.
हाँ?
एक मिनट देख लेता हूँ, शायद मैंने गलती से कुछ डाल दिया रहेगा तो.
नहीं, बट चलेगा तो भी तुम्हारे इधर भी अलाउड ही है ना?
नहीं, बट अलग लिंक है ना.
ओह अच्छा.
इधर
इधर 4420 है. 4220
एंड में.
हाँ, मोड कॉलर.
हाँ.
क्योंकि 2 मैंने था वो डिलीट किया, नया बनाया, 3 बार सब कुछ किया तो भी नहीं चल रहा है. तो चल रहा है तुम्हारे इधर? दूसरा डाल के देखती हूँ. दूसरा दो पहला भी और एक लिंक था, उसमें से डाल के देखो या तुम्हारा बंद हो जाएगा, इसके लिए मैंने नहीं दिया. तुम्हारे इधर बंद नहीं होएगा. ट्राई करूँ क्या इधर या नहीं करूँ?
हाँ, करो ना.
दूसरा लिंक.
कौन सा दूसरा? वो पहला?
हाँ.
नहीं वो एक सेकंड ना. I'll try to
वो
figure.
देखना
I think
पड़ेगा.
I'll have to figure. Yes.
क्योंकि नहीं चल रहा है.
Okay.
देखो हर बार.
हाँ, मेरा ही गलती रहेगा.
टेंशन.
इधर 5 ही है अमृता मेरे पास.
तो उनको पूछो फिर. नहीं चल रहा है मतलब अभी क्या करें अपन, इतना तो कहाँ कलेक्ट करेंगे. देखिए.
ठीक है, अभी 1 मिनट देखते हैं. By the way, guys, right now, next round we have 1 Duda versus Arvind and 4 MVL versus Prag. हाँ, लोग ने सेम दिए थे, वो लोग ने सेम दिया है यहाँ पे दोनों में, दैट्स व्हाई इज द प्रॉब्लम.
अभी तक कैसे चल बीच में तो
कि मैं ऑफ कर दूंगा तो चलेगा.
वो ऑफ करेगा वैसे अगर तेरे को भी प्रग देखना रहेगा तो.
नहीं नहीं, इधर से ऐसे ये कर दिया ना बंदे से, कि अरविंद को देखते रहते तो. Oh, guys, thank you so much. Nandish Tiwari asks Amruta, what is the way in which to be no jealousy and successful in relationship?
जेलसी तो नहीं हो, जेलसी तो नहीं रिले सक्स. व्हाट इज इट? हाउ Sagar, it's an off-topic question. I want to know how you're so secure and zero jealous and successful in relationship. I face problems in my relationship. नहीं कहीं झगड़ा तो हम लोग भी करते हैं, वो तो अलग बात है. But if you want the best for your partner, no, or even for that matter, if it is your friend, you want the best for your friend, you want the best for the people you love. तो वहाँ पे if you want the best for each other, then you're gonna encourage them in general. बाकी झगड़े हो सकते हैं. इसने पानी नहीं भरा, तुमने आज पानी क्यों नहीं भरा?
नहीं भरा
मैंने भर दिया.
भाई मैंने भरा था भाई.
मैंने भरा. देखो गाइस, इसे झगड़ा कहते हैं. पर ये झगड़ा नहीं. कभी तो वो पानी नहीं भरेगा, कभी तो वो टायर्ड रहेगा, कभी मैं नहीं करूँगी मेरा काम. सो थोड़ा डिपार्टमेंटलाइज कर देने का, कभी कभी झगड़ा कर देने का. झगड़े में भी मज़ा तो आता है. But I think in general only, if you remove the jealousy feeling, in general, like forget about a partner, anybody, I think that will really help because you kind of don't feel the pain, suffering, any negative emotion, and it really helps. It makes you a better human being, right? So that's a good thing. Suggest a book for decision making. Yeah, decision making. मकुना से लड़कियों को झगड़ा करने में मज़ा आता है. दैट इज़ एक्चुअली अ गुड पॉइंट बिकॉज देर आर सर्टन क्वालिटीज़ which are a little bit generalized for women and certain for men, and if both of the genders try to see कि क्या है हमारा normal attitude and whether how we can improve, that is very useful. So let's say girls have the habit in general to complain, and I'm not denying that, and if you acknowledge that, then you are able to improve on that. That हाँ यार नहीं करना है ऐसा. So that is decision making के लिए. So guys, this is a good book. I don't know right now if it is available or not. Maybe one just if you can put my profile over there. Stop. Let me just have a look at it.
Sorry?
मेरा गूगल प्रोफाइल पे जाना, इस पे मत देखा. हाँ तो डिसीजन मेकिंग का चैप्टर खोलना.
डिसीजन मेकिंग इसमें
4th चैप्टर है. So there is in this book Thinking Inside the Box, there is 4th chapter. एक बार देख Thinking Inside the Box समरी में जाके, समरी में
ठीक है.
अरे नहीं, अवेलेबल नहीं है. ठीक है, but in general at some point it will become available. But this is a book where he asks how you can think. What are the key questions you have to ask? Well, the 3 questions. Do you remember the 3 questions he had asked Jakob for improving your calculation?
It was for positional chess, no? Those 3 questions.
What were they?
Which is my worst placed piece? What is my opponent's idea? And what are the weaknesses in the position?
That was in maybe his another book, maybe Strategic Play or some other series of his. Okay,
Yeah,
that
guys,
way.
black to black.
But
Hey, bolo.
no, but in general, that would also help you to gain some more understanding. And this also, Thinking Inside the Box, is a very good book, but it is a little bit of advanced, like I would say around 1700 plus, or maybe 1500 plus also. Okay, if you are seriously studying chess, but will help you in decision making for sure. Gaurav says a book, The Power of Now, can be read. Okay, that is the Eckhart Tolle book. That's a good one. In fact, they have a very nice podcast with Oprah Winfrey. And now the recent podcast which they have released is on New Earth, which is a very good book. In fact, New Earth was a book which Paddy Upton had recommended in Sagar's interview with Paddy Upton, who was in World Championship. Before World Championship, he was working with Gukesh.
Mind trainer of Gukesh.
Yeah, mind trainer of Gukesh. He had recommended that book as well, New Earth, and helps a lot of things over there. So I tend to get good positions against stronger player, but fail in converting them. That too, actually.
क्या तुम बोलो? तुम्हारा बात चल रहा है, मैं उनको सॉल्व, जो लोग सॉल्व करना चाहते हैं वो सॉल्व कर रहे हैं बाय जस्ट थिंकिंग, एंड some people are listening and talking to you.
अच्छा, दोनों हो सकता है क्या? ओके, लेट्स ट्राई. मेरे को नहीं पता तुम क्या कर रहे हो, बट लेट्स ट्राई. फेल तो वैसे तो कन्वर्ट करने को स्ट्रॉन्ग प्लेयर्स ऑल्सो फेल, बट द नंबर ऑफ टाइम्स दे फेल एंड वी फेल इज वेरी डिफरेंट. आई थिंक दैट्स द थिंग. बट डू ऑब्जर्व नेक्स्ट टाइम व्हेन यू आर विनिंग. Are you thinking you are winning, or are you thinking that I always mess up the winning position? Like, what is your thought process going on? I think this can really help you. If you're thinking about the result, then it is very clear that you cannot think about the result. You only have to focus on the moves. So sometimes it does come, even if you don't want to, it comes to your mind. So sochna. Algorithm is asking, I want to ask, is age a very big factor? Like, I'm starting very late, I'm 20, so it is like that I can never earn a title and I should not focus on chess that much. I mean, here you should also take Sagar's opinion. We might even have difference of opinion. But in general, I think one thing which is scientifically there is, as when you're young, you learn things faster. It's kind of a known fact. As you start getting older, you tend to learn, lesser and lesser in comparison to your young age. But I think if you are intensely focusing and very dedicated to it, then it is possible that you can learn and grasp things. Also, it depends on how your grasping power is in general and all that. But if you're really passionate about it, then it's possible. I don't know about grandmaster or anything, but in general, it's possible. कोई तो टाइटल मिल सकता है. FM, बहुत सारे ऑप्शंस है. बट सागर, व्हाट इज योर ओपिनियन अबाउट दिस? ही इज ऑलरेडी 20. Oh, okay. 1 second, guys. Yep. So yeah, I learn faster as I grow older. Arey Ivy, then to you have a lot of things. That's a lot of advantage. What's the next super tournament? Arey, he's playing from 7th May. Pragg and Gukesh will be playing in the same GCT, but this is Rapid and Blitz, right? That would be a classical format which starts from 7th May. And it's a long tournament and it's going to be amazing. to see Gukesh's second classical tournament after Tata Steel, which happened in Wyke in Jan, where Pragg won the event, Gukesh finished second, and then they both are playing again. तो मजा ही आ जाएगा.
But what makes this encounter very special, Amruta, is if you see Pragg and MVL are almost on the same score. I think they are on the same points.
Yeah, you're right. Maybe 15.
Both 16 and half.
Achha, 16 and half.
So that's going to make it very exciting because the one who wins here will not only move ahead but also go to maybe equal score with Aronian. And that will be great. And guys, we'll also get the bars now.
Buffering है क्या? वो दरवाजा खुला रख दो in case. Oh, we are getting bars? Cool. Okay, he starts with Arvind's Duda starts with d4, knight f6, c4. No, knight f3, b6, c4, bishop d7. And once again, we are seeing the same setup.
एक मिनट.
Which they took from White.
Let's look at Pragg. Look at Pragg's opening, Amruta. Pragg the thug.
Kevin Engine. Oh, sorry. Scandinavian. Oh my god.
Pragg the thug.
Wow. This is epic, guys. This is epic. Very rarely we'll see this on the top table. So, he's in fact delayed his knight development. And maybe he might be planning knight c6 long castle. It's an amazing line for... but knight e2 is something where he's thinking. Because he might be expecting knight f3.
But Amruta, you used to play this.
Yes, absolutely. I used to play this with the white pieces.
You would castle, then put your knight here and then push your f pawn.
Yes. Oh, he castled.
Guys, now I don't think it will be buffering. I think in between there must be a little bit. But it should be fine.
Bishop f4. Oh, bishop f4 is a move which I have never played, by the way.
Because it takes away the square of retreat of the queen, I believe. So knight comes out to d7.
Knight c3. No, rook e1. Is
Now
d5 in the air by any
bishop,
chance?
bishop out. I think.
Yeah. Because natural is bishop d2. Normally they play bishop d2. So yeah, I mean no, they don't develop on f4. So this is a bit okay. Let's keep in mind that the b2 is slightly loose and at some point queen b6. Without the bishop on d2, maybe not needed to move the queen at all.
Oh, he brings his bishop out.
Wow, but Scandinavian Sagar. Center counter बोलते थे इसको अपन. Center counter.
Yeah.
Because immediately for e4 you are countering the center with d5.
But Amruta, Pragg has got such a good position. It turned out to be a fantastic choice by him. And let's quickly check what is.
And all those people who are asking, they want some sideline for e4. I think this Scandinavian is a very good option. Very good option.
And Aravindh seems to be also doing not so bad with the black pieces against Duda. Because he will bring his knight out, he'll put his rook here, b5, b4. Seems like a fine position.
Yeah, very cool. So, short castle by both of them. Done. Maybe white goes knight e4, exchanges one of the knights. So, two minor pieces get exchanged very quickly in that sense. Sometime a3 he has gone.
Actually, Amruta, he can also go knight here, but right now the queen is there, but he's also here.
Yeah, rook e8.
It's a useful move to defend the bishop against this rook. Now rook d1, centralizing the rook. And now what does black do? He brings the rook here. I'm a bit worried about this queen. I hope it doesn't get trapped.
No, it won't. By the way, Arjun says 400th like. Let's like more, guys.
Yes, guys, please do like. Please do send in your best wishes to Pragg and to Aravindh. And this is fantastic because Fedoseev lost his last round and technically he's almost won the tournament. But who knows, if he starts losing one game after another, Amruta, there might be chances for other players. Fedoseev versus Topalov now.
Oh, and Niels, his last time I saw Scandinavian with elite player was Arjun in the last game of Olympiad. Oh,
Oh, wow.
good memory.
By the way, Amruta, now I wanted to hit your D pawn and B pawn, but turns out that the knight wants to reroute here and get into the position. So
But you don't want to play
Prag
B5.
breaks in the center
Good
with
one.
C5.
Good one. So everything is perfect. Yeah, you don't get such a central break with pieces relaxing over there. There is no tension anywhere in Prag's position. So for black, what Prag has managed to achieve is tremendous.
Yeah, bishop e5, good move here by MVL, the best move in the position. And yeah, there is some pressure down the D file. What are the odds of Fedoseev losing the first spot? I think 1 in 100 maybe. 1% chance. Oh, by the way, we could have brought the bars in, Amruta.
लेके आओ अभी भी टाइम है. Oof. I didn't follow the tournament. Arey, this is the last day, guys, of GCT today. In fact, we are at the last 2 hours of the tournament, and we are going to see Prag and Arvind. Whether there is a chance that if they play well, they can finish in top 3.
Yeah.
We are rooting for that right now.
Right now, Prag is in the 3rd position.
Yeah, before the start of the day, he was on 2nd position. Now he's in 3rd, but slow and steady, getting into it. Meanwhile, Aravindh with the black pieces here as well. 2 minor pieces have been exchanged.
Interesting. Actually, I feel the white king is under pressure, huh, Amruta?
Agree with you. And you know, for Aravindh, somehow it has happened that engine, whatever it was in the first half of the game, many times it was very different towards the end of the game.
Yeah.
So Aravindh is very sharp tactically, very resourceful. So anything can happen, and especially when the king is weak, I think he's very dangerous.
He's on 1.5 out of 3 today. So he's made a good start today. Let's see how he continues. He's slightly better. Meanwhile, Praggnanandhaa here. He goes queen a4. This is a very interesting move. By the way, when the bishop came here, Prag moved his knight. The queen attacked the knight. The knight took, pawn takes, and now queen a4 attacking the c2 pawn. He comes into c4 with his knight. I won't be surprised if he puts his rook right into the heart of the... But
like
there
it.
might be b3.
Okay, what do you think? Which knight and bishop maybe at some point will get exchanged on d6, yeah? Or
Yeah, the knight could actually settle down here, but you can see how Praggnanandhaa brings his queen, now controlling this square 3 times. The knight attacks the queen and the pawn.
are they going to repeat queen a4, queen
No,
knight
no, just
c4?
come back, right?
Queen a4, knight b7 is also a problem. That's true. Ooh.
Just come back. Yeah, coming back, attacking the knight. I don't know if MVL goes here, can I push my
In a way,
pawn?
he has provoked a draw. Knight a5, queen c7, knight c4.
No, Amruta, he won't draw. I think pawn push could be an idea. He pushes it forward. But now you have to come in. Because if you don't and if you go back, I'm pushing further, getting my bishop out. Black is just
Arey,
going...
but knight d6, you're giving up a pawn, right?
Yes, but I will get the B pawn here. So that's my idea. So take. And he stops here. Why does he stop? He's thinking whether to take with the rook or the pawn.
Does it matter?
Maybe it slightly matters because if you take with the pawn, I could maybe move the...
Queen, and then maybe you have e5, rook e6.
Oh,
and those
Amruta,
ideas.
careful now. Takes. Don't give up your rook.
If rook takes even it was a blunder.
Oh, that's a nice move by Prag. He's attacking here. Too much pressure in the position. Prag down to a minute. MVL has 2 minutes 13 seconds. Very good move because if you take here, he wants to give you a checkmate in one. He plays his pawn forward. G6. I don't know if this would be good enough to win, Amruta. This looks very equal. Very equal.
Yeah, major piece endgame and not enough. I agree with you. Only thing is, Prague has 50 seconds and with extra pawn. Actually, not even extra pawn, sorry. Oh, what's happening here?
Duda is
What?
totally winning. Wow.
I can't believe it. What happened?
It was equal.
Arvind tried to do something very drastic, it seems.
Yeah. He just sacked here and he missed. Oh, he missed a mate. He missed a mate, Amruta. There was a mate. This is known
Oh, wait, let's ask the chat.
as. Yes, guys.
Guys, what's the move?
Oh my god, this famous mate.
Oh, typical. What's the
And
name?
now Duda says it. Amruta, let's look at this moment because there is a. He's. Oh, what the hell? He didn't find the mate, Duda.
Oh yeah, Friends Gaming. अरे बीच में
Takes-
lag आ गया यार. ठीक है चल. Yeah, Prashant, Shreyas, everyone finds it.
Checkmate. Wow, this is such a famous mate.
And you know, when you get a chance in the game, it's something you miss.
No, Arvind knew it was a mate, so he stopped it.
Arey, but repeat round,
Duda-
simply
Duda
repeat round.
didn't-
Does it even matter?
Yeah. He resigns. And will Arvind tell Duda about the mate?
Wait. No, will Duda tell Arvind? I missed him.
No, they have not seen. But anyway, why to tell? He just lost. Let's go to Prag's game, Amruta. And now Prag here with the black pieces has an extra pawn on the king side. 4 versus 3. MVL has an extra pawn on the queen side. This should be a draw.
For sure. Lag somehow.
Yes, that was the Anastasia's mate. Wow. That's the first time I saw it at such a high level game. Arvind loses, guys. Arvind loses. Prag can hold, I think. Prag, I believe, can hold this. What about check here? Is it good? Check. King g7, queen c8, threatening a mate. Rook d1, king h2. Rook h1. You need to see this sometimes, yeah? Like otherwise it's in a draw. I think Prag has to be slightly careful about his back rank here. MVL is trying. Not easy. Oh, this queen endgame looks a bit scary, yeah, to be honest. Because when you play such queen endgames, the problem is this outside passer can be dangerous. Queen e3, queen b5. Well, if you play queen c5, I'll take, and then my king is within the square to stop the pawn. So check. Wow, Prag taking super risks, coming up with his king. This looks bad for Prag. He might lose this. Guys. It's not looking very pretty. But look at Prag's confidence. He's playing so confidently. Check king f6. Check. Oh, he's going up. King e3. What? Check now. Maybe a draw. Now a perpetual. I don't think Prag can win this or queen d2. Whew. Well, MVL better now. Queen d5. He goes b5. Queen g1. Yeah, he's losing this. b6. Look at where the pawn has reached. Oh my god. He takes g3, b7, e4. Queen comes back, but yeah, this is losing now. Great game, endgame by MVL. Wow. Now He goes queen b4, queen e7, h3. He pushes forward. Oh, is there a draw? g6. Queen check. He takes the queen, makes a queen. Again, two queens versus one. Pragg playing two queens versus one many times. Wow, great play by MVL actually. Wow. Hats off to MVL. Really good play. And Fedoseev beats Topalov. And guys, which means that now Fedoseev kind of strengthens his position in the tournament, his hold over the tournament. You can see here 22 points for Fedoseev, 18 for Levon, 17 and a half for MVL. This is standings thanks to Chesscom website. Thank you for putting this up. And Pragg at 16 and a half, Arvind at 16. So still in 4th and 5th position, but yeah. Meanwhile, Fedoseev with now 5 rounds to go has a 4-point lead. So technically he can still lose, but looks very tough. Guys, that was a beautiful endgame. And I think the best endgame, the best position today we found from the game of Aravindh and Duda, which will definitely make it to Chess Ranga. Guys, look at this. Maybe there was a small lag when we showed it because Aravindh went queen b5, rook d1, and he took here. And he thought that if you take here, he can take the rook. But what did he miss? Do you spot the winning idea? All those who are facing a lag, please refresh, guys. Please refresh. It's there's no lag now. There's no lag. Yes, knight check first. That's a beautiful move. Knight e7. Queen at king h8. Queen at 7. King at 7 and checkmate. That's a very beautiful idea here. Guys, are you facing lag here or there is no lag? Maybe.
हाँ स्टॉप करके स्टार्ट कर दो नहीं तो एक बार
भेजा तो था अपन उनका रिप्लाई नहीं है.
ओ या देयर इज अ लैग. अच्छा अभी स्टॉप किया क्या? स्टॉपर स्टार्ट किया?
हाँ.
ओके.
सब लोग बहुत सारे लोग बोल रहे हैं नो लैग.
दिस वन मे बी वी शुड टेल start हुआ. Okay, now there is no lag. Guys, it is just refresh once because stop करके start किया. Very slight lag for me, but it is fine. Is Neil. Pranav is saying मैं तो 30 minutes से कह रहा हूँ no lag भाई. But I think Pranav, you don't live in India, no? I think at least for those people who are not in India, they're not facing lag. The Rishans बोल रहा है कि चेस रंगा. ओ जिनका जियो है सागर, उनको लैग हो सकता है.
जियो को
जियो है क्या गाइस? ऑल दोज हु आर लैगिंग, जियो है क्या? क्योंकि मेरे को भी, मैंने अभी शिफ्ट किया यार इंटरनेट, तो जियो पे गई हूँ मैं, तो आई हैव टू चेक. बोलती हूँ.
नो लैग इन इंडिया, देयर इज लैग, ऐसे बोल रहे हैं. आई कांट बिलीव लाइक यूट्यूब.
ऐसा क्यों हो सकता है बट कि इन इंडिया देयर इज लैग एंड पीपल, insane. Only thing to understand, is it a YouTube thing or is it,
Yeah, it looks like.
because I don't think it is anything else, right?
गाइस सच में बता दो अभी.
ए,
देखो,
पोल ही डालो ना, पता चलेगा
नो
अपने
लैग
को.
नो लैग बोल रहा है. यस, जियो इज लैगिंग बोल रहा है.
बोर्ड नंबर पता है
कौन
क्या?
सा जियो है अपना?
वाईफाई 2 है ना, एक जियो है.
सागर वाला है वो.
नहीं, सागर इज नॉट जियो.
हाँ वो राज.
जियो जीने नहीं दे रहा है.
नो लैग इन एस्टोनिया.
There is lag only on your stream, not any other stream.
ओके.
No lag in US. अरे वो सर्वर इश्यूज होता है सागर भाई कभी कभी. नो लैग इन केनिया इधर. अरे फेलिक्स, थैंक यू. केनिया, दैट्स सो कूल.
स्टार्ट किया फिर से ओबीएस ऑफ करके.
ओके, नो लैग इन जर्मनी.
Guys, we started again. Let's hope everything's okay.
Tathagat is like lag in Mars. Are you in contact with Elon Musk then? क्या बोलता है वो?
Guys, last 2 minutes I switched off the OBS. Now I restarted. 2 seconds lag will be there for everyone, but now it should not be there.
बोर्ड नंबर पता है? सेकंड है तो गाना है. फिर सेकंड इधर रखना पड़ेगा बोलता है.
ओ फेडोसीव
मैसेज दे.
किया, वो बोला ऑन इट बोला. देखो
सेकंड एंड दूसरा कौन सा है?
मेल में भेजा है. 1 मिनट. हाँ ये ले. और एक है, ये वाला है अमृता. मैं भेजता हूँ.
सेकंड एंड फिफ्थ.
Okay, guys. Lagging. Oh my god. Lagging in Antarctica. Krzysztof, you defeated Leon also. Crazy.
क्या बोला तू? कौन सा भेजा है क्या तुमने? कुछ भेजा है?
हाँ उधर से. हाँ ये वाला. उसमें नीचे नीचे. बैक जा. नीचे नीचे. तेरे को.
सी में तो है.
चलेगा अभी. Guys, I hope that everything is good now and that there is no issue with any lag or anything. We are going to focus now on the game of the round, Praggnanandhaa versus Fedoseev. That is going to be the game. And we also have Aronian versus Aravindh. So this is a very two key encounters that we have, because if Arvind is right now on 16.5 points. Oh, sorry, he's on 16. If he beats Aronian, he will get 1 point closer to him. So here you can see what?
नहीं हुआ था तब तक. नहीं
होगा अभी.
दोनों में 5 और लीडर.
5 में कैसे था? मूव करके डालो ना. आ गया देख.
नहीं ये 5 है ना, ये 5 है.
2 पे नहीं है.
इधर है.
ये किधर? ये किधर 2?
अभी तूने भेजा वही कर रहा. Yeah, these are the standings right now which we have. Fedoseev on 22, मतलब एकदम ही unstoppable है वो. Well, the players are not yet there, right, Sagar?
No.
No. Still then we'll have the standings. Pranav says at this point a race for second place and third. First is almost certainly Fedoseev. I agree with you completely. The screen and the board doesn't show the moves which the players play. Like at the end. Okay. Can't do much there. But guys, yesterday, yeah, Pragg and Aravindh, both in the second half, they played amazingly. So, right now we're gonna be having them. Let me bring the boards. Arvind versus Aronian is an interesting matchup we have been seeing since Chennai Grandmasters. And here Fedoseev versus Praggnanandhaa. If Pragg beats Fedoseev with the white pieces, it will help him even for the next rounds. Because you are beating a leader. So guys, क्या लगता है? Will Pragg beat Fedoseev? Also guys, in a few days from now, we're going to be having summer camp in Mumbai. Also inter-school. So those who are going to be around, do try to come to the Phoenix Market City Kurla. मजा आ जाएगा. श्रीकर इज लाइक सागर भाई टूरिंग में भी वो ड्रेस और घर में भी वो ड्रेस. ये रूम हम ऑफिस समझते हैं. ऑफिस गाइस. Yes, all the people for whom it was lagging. For some people in India, it's lagging, but out of India is not. It's something, some YouTube glitch or something. But देखते हैं. सचिन, अरे कैसे हो सचिन भाई? Pragg beats Fedoseev. Rylopez. आहा, मजा आ गया. How is your journey back to US? Guys, we stayed at Sachin's place during World Rapid and Blitz Championship in December in New York, and it was so much fun, and also could see a bit of US because of him. So मजा आया है. अरे solid. Sagar is a great problem solver.
अलग अलग सीन में ऑन था इसके लिए. मैंने सारे सीन डिलीट कर दिए.
Oh, smart guy, Robert, smart guy. Those who have watched Andaz Apna Apna will know that. Oh, Topalov is there on the board. अरे standings को निकाल दो अभी. We'll have oh, which board? अरे Journey was good. Nidhi's medication helped as I was sick. Highly recommend. अरे guys, check out Nidhi's channel.
अरे निधिस चैनल नहीं, डॉक्टर है वो.
हाँ ना, बट वो चैनल पे
अरे मेडिकेशन हेल्प तू बोल रहे चैनल.
बट अभी वो मल्टीटास्क कर रहा है ना, वो डॉक्टर भी है, वो अभी यूट्यूबर भी बन रही है, वो तो लाइक इन्फ्लुएंसर भी है. सो इनफैक्ट शी इज प्लेइंग सो मच चेस ऑल्सो.
Amruta is like, need this medication help? Check out her channel.
Ooh, the games have begun and Pragg goes with b3. AD OP guys.
Today
Once again, we are.
Pragg has come with the aim of playing B3
ये
in all
rapid
games.
opening है guys. He wants to avoid all the openings. He's gonna go into a structural thing. Ideas, Sagar, we want you to share more structural ideas.
Okay.
Of the pieces, of the things. We want more analogies. And मजा करो. Sorry.
इतना गुस्से से तो किसी ने नहीं बोला मजा करने को. Like, please, for heaven's sake, have fun.
I should be careful when I pat the back because मेरा हाथ बहुत ही strong है. लग जाता है.
बिल्कुल नहीं अमृता.
ऐसा बोलने का खुद को अच्छा लगता है.
So now D3 played. Will Pragg give Fedoseev his second defeat of this event, because he did lose to Duda earlier today, but apart from that loss he has won all 3 games, so he's 3 out of 4. Even though Fedoseev lost a game, he's playing so well. And then Amruta, there is another game where we should look at very briefly, which is Aronian versus Aravindh, and you will see that Aravindh also is playing b3. I think both Pragg and Aravindh sat down together and were like, "Kya khel raha hai bhai? Let's play."
Yeah, it seems like of the full time when they would have left their house in Chennai, left in the sense not like you giving it up, but while traveling in flight until they reached US and everything, they were only discussing b3 and g3 and knight f3. ऐसा लग रहा है.
Could be, Amruta, could be. By the way, right now bishop f5 putting pressure on the d3 pawn. Should we go knight a4 to attack the c5 pawn?
Sounds good, because queen a5, then bishop c3 is a problem.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, knight a4 looks good. I like Pragg's position actually. You know what Pragg is trying to do? Just like what was that? Hippo?
Oh, Amruta, blunder.
Blunder कैसे?
Because he missed bishop g7 knight e3 move intermezzo.
He won't miss that.
Arey,
Maybe he has
missed
something.
it.
Oh, look at his expression.
He
Did
missed
he?
it.
No.
Yeah, because what he thought was after bishop g7, king g7, pawn takes, queen takes, he realized he'll play e4. But
Oh,
his
yeah,
main
with his
problem is, so
action
now he cannot take here, guys, because of this intermezzo. So cd is taken, and now bishop b2 is coming. Praggnanandhaa is like, भाई क्या चल क्या रहा है यार, मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ?
Oh god. But okay, I want to still see what is the compensation he can get. Whatever you will lose, you have to see. The b7 pawn is weak. Asher is saying maybe while leaving their Chennai homes, they both stopped at Adiban's for tea.
Yes,
Highly
could be.
possible.
And now Amruta, maybe just bishop goes back to stop this e4 pawn fork. But if you take here, then I can jump in with my knight to attack your rook, which could very well get trapped. So rook b1 here.
Oof. Neil says Pragg was the only person who didn't lose to Fedoseev yesterday. Perhaps he can put similar resistance today.
Oh, he goes back with the queen.
Okay,
And
there
now-
is compensation. Sagar, even in spite of this material difference, look at the engine evaluation. And my question to you is, what is the compensation according to you?
I think the main is this pressure on these two files. There is a lot of pressure, and it looks pretty good. Let's quickly check what is happening with Aravindh. Here, it's very even, Amruta, and I also think in such positions, black is doing really well because these pawns can potentially become weak.
Agreed.
So,
Okay,
Arvind
maybe
comes
knight
in.
e4 is a good idea because that is, he's trying to use that pawn.
Yeah.
Maybe bishop e4. You don't want that knight, so he'll take anyway.
Oh, he took the pawn on b3, but now check. Arvind getting in some attack, it seems.
Queen g5 and g4, queen h4 ideas. I don't know.
Yeah,
it
maybe,
looks a bit
maybe.
risky, but yeah. Yes, guys, there is lag for some people in India. We
So
hey,
the
we could
people,
have started a new stream.
the
no?
people who are saying that there is a small lag, just go back 5 seconds and you can follow everything with great interest. There will be no lag.
अच्छा
हाँ ऐसे 5 seconds पीछे कर लो stream को.
Oh, he goes g4, knight h4, and now bishop e4. With the aim of queen g5, the knight is getting trapped, guys. There is a big thread incoming. So maybe, what does he do now? h6 or what?
Yeah, he played his pawn up to h6.
Wow. And he's fine. Very interesting. Don't worry. It's okay. We can't do anything right now. Unless you want to start a new stream.
So right now, Amruta, queen d6 is played. Now, taking this pawn again, he realizes here that he can trap the rook, which is very amazing play by Fedoseev, because to go back with the queen, then coming back is not easy. It shows the kind of form that he is in. So he brings his rook here. And the rook joins in, putting pressure even further.
The problem is Prag can't move the e pawn, the d4 square will be gone, and d3 will be a problem. He can't push the d pawn. So right now, pawn structure wise, Prag's pawn structure is gonna stay as it is.
Also, Amruta, he's a pawn down. And
Yeah,
also look at this tactic. If you take, I have simply this move knight back and you lose this here. So
Oh, there is
it's a big problem.
skewer, in
Yeah.
fact. So you can't take there. Okay, there is pressure, but maybe not enough pressure, and Prag's pieces have to decide if they can really improve their activity. You would like the bishop maybe somewhere else, the e2 bishop, but d3 is tied down for it.
By the way, going back to Levon's game against Arvind, it seems like Levon Aronian is clearly pushing here. He's a pawn up and now pawn push. Rook comes in. It looks good. And now just bishop c3. Arvind has to hold on, Amruta.
Wow, he's in trouble. Actually, when the queens were there, it felt very different. But without the queens, you don't have enough compensation, and then materially you are pawn down. Which is, for now, still a bit of compensation is that h4 knight, which is a bit away. Yet, I mean, it is putting pressure on f3 and all. We'll see if he can take advantage of it. Can Arvind take advantage of it? Okay, maybe we'll later, after this round, we should start a new stream, Sagar. What would you say?
Yeah.
And check. That's the only idea we can do.
Oh, Amruta, Prag is better now.
What are you
Rook C2,
saying? This
Rook
is
C1,
insane.
E4, he goes back, Rook B7.
मेरे को लगा e4 कभी आ ही नहीं सकता है, but he found a way for that. And knight a2. Greedy. The knight tries, but it doesn't work. Why?
Well, he has to go Rook B1.
Knight b4, then back.
Yes, and if you go back, then I can start my mating attack here. Wow. That's a very interesting moment.
I think Black has completely forgotten about his h7 weak point, which Prag very trickily, tried to get his queen, like sneaking in. Crazy resource, bhai. This is amazing.
Oh, he goes directly, Amruta. He is ready to even give up his rook because of this mate.
Too good.
Amazing move by
Okay,
Prag.
queen h6. Now what does Black do to stop knight g5? Does he go f6? But f6 has e5, no?
Yeah, f6, e5 is a great move.
But
So,
और करेगा क्या?
look at Fedoseev, by the way. He's completely stunned here by what Pragg has just done. And this is a moment of big pressure. He has only 54 seconds. Pragg has 31 seconds. What a switch, right? It came from nowhere. This queen coming in here. It's just brilliant. Just brilliant.
No, this was complete alertness to see where and when
No,
I
that's
can
just
latch on
too
that
good.
opportunity, you know?
And oh my god, he finds the best move. I can't believe how he found it, Amruta.
ये क्या move है यार?
Because if you take now, he wants to take here, and if you try to checkmate him, then check. And if the king goes, say,
f6 or
here,
queen e5.
now queen f6, because the bishop is now
And
moved
queen
away.
a1 mate है. Queen a1, queen g1.
Correct. So Pragg goes directly for the mate.
Good one, good one.
Queen f6, great move by Fedoseev. मतलब काटे की टक्कर.
काटे की टक्कर.
And now Amruta, this is hanging, but your rook is hanging, and your this rook is hanging. He takes king f8.
Oh, and Pragg is only 1 second, which is not possible to play such a complex position.
No, he plays something really interesting, Amruta. He keeps the balance. He attacks the rook. Anything is possible in this game.
Rook b8 played.
Good move. But Pragg needs to move. Don't do Pragg, you might lose your time.
Gaya. Oh god, it was tough for that time, yeah. In such a complex position, to make quick moves.
Oh, and Arvind right now
Lost.
loses.
Oh, it was a tough round, man. It was tough for everyone. But Pragg,
But Levon showing some amazing skills, yeah?
yeah, Levon's
Levon will finish,
evaluations
Amruta,
are very
Levon will
good.
finish for sure second, it seems. Unless MVL also wins. I don't know what's up with MVL. He's winning. Oh my god, MVL and Levon fighting.
But Sagar, I mean, can we look at Pragg's game one
Yeah.
moment? Because I think...
No, it was crazy, but
yeah, let's
I mean,
see
Fedoseev,
last few moves,
Amruta.
know what happened?
Amruta, Fedoseev is in just insane form.
हाँ, but
Insane
समझा ही नहीं.
मतलब इतना बढ़िया फॉर्म में है फेडोसीएव कि कुछ उसके सामने कुछ कर ही नहीं सकते.
फिर भी चेक तो करता ना क्या हुआ. Look, from queen h6, can we check once? क्या हुआ?
Yeah. Amruta,
Or do you want to start the stream?
Yeah, let's ask our chat. Guys, do you want us to start a new stream? It could solve the lag issue because last time we did that. It's not lagging from our end. We have no frame drops, nothing. So it must be a YouTube issue. So should we restart the stream? How many of you
Will stay back.
facing an issue? Maybe we'll restart and
या मे बी पोल डालते हैं एक बार थोड़ा पता चलेगा. इफ टू मेनी पीपल देन विल जस्ट
trigonometry calculus से हाँ ठीक है.
start a new stream.
I
Guys, do wait, huh?
I mean, ideally we shouldn't be starting a new stream.
I know, but what to do now? Can we start another stream and keep this going so that if वहाँ पे भी lag है तो वही end करने का.
Should we start a new stream because of the lag? Yes, no. Start poll. Guys, go for it.
They're still analyzing. वो वाला तो कैमरा रख इनका एटलीस्ट सागर.
किसका?
ये दोनों का तो रख उधर. प्रग का.
अभी तक एनालाइज कर रहे हैं. ओ
क्या है pool?
No lag. But guys, do put your vote in. 53% say yes.
Oh, फिर तो करना है.
48% say no. For many, it's not lagging. It's nice to see them analyzing, you know, Amruta. Very nice. कर दो 50-50 हो गया है. So I think 50 is a lot.
Yeah,
So guys, just join us again. We will be doing part 2 of this stream, and please come in. Okay.